I was the broke friend. I was the friend that always worked, but I always rain checked my friends a lot. Coming up, that's all I knew. All I seen my mom do was work and reach her goals and achieve her goals and reach her, follow her dreams of going to school and getting an education. So that's what I knew. So I worked full time and I went to school full time at UCF, and I always had a job. So it was like when I had my daughter, I was at like my lowest. I was at my lowest point in life. This was in 2018. I had my daughter March 4th, 2018. And I literally remember just going to theme parks all the time because I had free tickets to go to theme parks with one of my jobs that I had. And I remember just, it will be a weekend that I'm free this weekend, so I could finally do something. So I'm hanging with one friend, and then the next weekend one of my other friends want to hang out, and it's like I can't. And then I'm free in a couple more months, and then that same friend that asked me to go out the last time, I went out with them because I was free. And then another friend asked me to go out and I can't. And it started to look like I was inconsistent. It started to look like I was picking and choosing friends, when in actuality it was like I'm just free this weekend, or I'm just free now and I can hang out now. I lost a lot of friends along this journey of finding myself. It was kind of like times where I needed me, and like people were mad at me for needing me. It was like I didn't know that so many other people, I knew that people needed me, and I knew that, I've always been a great friend. If I do say so myself, and I have great friends. And I've lost a lot of friends just because they felt like I didn't have time for them at that time. And it was like, they didn't know what I was going through, because I'm not a person that just dumps all of their feelings on someone or dump all of their emotions on someone. Like, my misery don't like company. So I was miserable. I was depressed. I was literally out of my mind most of the time. I just worked because that's all I knew how to do. Like, I worked because I had to. I worked because I had bills to pay. Like, I was the one friend that had an apartment outside the school. Like, I never lived in student housing or anything. I came into college into my own place. So I always had my own place from the time I left my mom's house until today. I'm grateful to say I never had to go back home. I left as soon as I graduated June 4th, 2014 from high school, and I went straight to college. I started college June 23rd, 2014, and I got my first apartment. I moved in April 14th, 2014, and I've been on my own ever since. And I'm 26 now, and I've done a lot of things in my life. I always believe in, you can do whatever you put your mind to. Like, I had all kinds of different jobs. I worked all types of jobs. The only thing I didn't work was fast food, and I didn't work at theme parks, but that's only because they didn't hire me. But either way, I always did exactly what I wanted to do. And it was like, some people looked at it as, she wasn't successful like that, so she's trying something else just because she wasn't successful. And that wasn't even true. It was more so like, okay, I seen that I tried it and it wasn't for me, and I'm going to do now what's for me. And then I thought this was for me and it wasn't for me, so now I'm going to try something else. Like, I've always been a go-getter. I've always been a gold digger, a gold chaser, and gold. I'm not gold, like GOAL, a gold digger. Like, I've always been that. So I have always chased my dreams and chased my goals. And in the process of that, I had to sacrifice a lot. Like, a lot of that was sacrificing myself, my time. It was time, I can't hang out because I have to work, because I have so much that I'm trying to do with my life. And I remember in 2018 when I started speaking things out loud, like, I'm going to buy a house in 2020. I'm going to buy that Mustang truck whenever it comes out. It wasn't even out yet. I'm going to buy that Mustang truck, or I'm going to drive a Camaro because I want a Camaro, and I want to do this and I want to do that. And I started putting stamps on it. It went from I want to do this to I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, or from if this happens to it's going to happen. And once I started speaking things as though they are, things really started coming to pass. My favorite scripture, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. That meant so much to me, because it was like I felt like I was going to be someone great. I knew I was going to be something in life. I didn't know exactly what I was going to be or who I was going to be, but I always had that faith. I had that hope. I had that faith in myself, that faith in God, that no matter where he leads me, I'm going to go somewhere. And I kept that. I kept that when nobody else believed in me. You know, I had more strangers support me than my friends, and I was not upset. At first, it was kind of like, dang, like my friends and family don't support me like I thought they would. And then I realized they're not my target audience. They don't need my services, and that's okay. Their job is to be my friend. Their job is to be my family member. I'm good without them, you know, supporting my business. I don't need them to support my business because so many strangers are, and those are the people that need my services. I stopped looking at it as, oh, they don't support me, to, you know, they just don't need that service. It's okay. Like, I had to start finding the positive in everything. When I started losing friends because they just didn't understand, it's okay. You know, I really wanted all of my friends to go with me. I wanted all of my friends to go with me. When I got successful, I knew I was gonna be the one to put everybody on. I was gonna have time, and I was gonna, you know, do so many things. I had so many plans for so many people, and God didn't have those people in mind when he came up with the plans he had for me. You know, it's like when your plans don't align with God's plans or what he has for you, it's like you're not on one accord with God and you're not equally yoked with God. So when your plans start aligning with God's plans, things really start happening. Like like something happens, and it's miraculous. It's amazing. Like, knowing God is one thing, but experiencing God is another. And he put me in so many situations that made me realize who he really is. It's like God had to show me, I don't need your help. Like, you're asking me to do things and I don't need your help. I'm not telling you how I'm going to do them. I'm not telling you when I'm going to do them. Just know they're going to get done. And it stuck with me. So, like, speaking things out loud, I didn't even know I was manifesting. I didn't even know what manifesting was. I knew what faith was, though. And I knew that I had to faith it till I make it. So that's what I did. I faithed it till I make it. Like faith. Literally, faith is the substance. You know, it's really one of those things. Like, another favorite scripture of mine is, you know, for I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. The plans to prosper you, not harm you, and give you hope for a future. Those are like words to live by for me. Like, those are the most powerful words, because it's like, I know the plans I have for you. Like, you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to have the right words or the right plan or you just got to do something. You know, do your part. God got his part. Do your part. And that's something that's something that stuck with me. So when it came down to like me finding myself and me realizing that, you know, I'm important too. Right now, I need me. And even though a lot of other people need me too, I'm going to do what I can. I'm not going to feel bad if I can't be there for you. I'm not going to feel bad if, you know, I just can't do it, because I know my heart. You know I would love to be there for you. I would love to, you know, to be, you know, jump, skip, hop, you know, for those that I love. But what about me? Like, right now, I need me. And that's what I did. 2018, 2019, shoot, from 2016 to 2020, I needed me. And I was there if I could be there, and if I couldn't, I just couldn't. And for everyone that chose to, you know, cut me off, and everyone that chose to just not be my friend no more, or, you know, stop talking to me, it was like, you know what? They weren't meant to go where God was taking me. The people that are meant to be there are there. I have friends that I've been friends with since I was 9. I have a best friend. I've had best friends since 9 years old. I have friends I've been friends with since middle school, high school, elementary school. And they're my friends. They love me. You know, I have family members that I'm closer to now than I ever was, and there's some family members that I was closer to back then that they don't even fool with me no more. And that's okay. I had to learn to be unbothered, for real. I had to learn that if it really don't, like, it had to really be mind over matter. Like, it just don't matter. Things just don't matter no more. Like, things that don't matter literally just don't matter. They're not important. You know what I'm saying? If I have gotten this far off faith, then the same faith that I stepped out on, that same faith that I leaped out on, that same faith that I had when I had nothing, is the same faith I got to stand on as I continue on this journey. Because it does not end. The faith does not end when you make it. The faith does not end when you start succeeding. The faith keeps going. That's what keeps you. Because faith really, really kept me for a long time. Like, I didn't think I was going to be, I ain't gonna say that. I knew I was gonna be something. I didn't know where, I didn't know what. And looking back, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. Like, I said I was gonna buy a home in 2020, and I did that. I said I was gonna get that Lincoln, I wanted a Lincoln Nautilus, and I ended up getting a Lincoln Corsair. But I did that. I said I was gonna get that Mustang truck. I did that. I said I was gonna get that Camaro. I did that. I said I was going to be successful, a 6-figure business owner, a millionaire. I'm doing that. And when I think back to what it took for me to get here, I'm grateful. And it's like, we oftentimes forget that we have to do, not just do our part, but sometimes, you know, we think like, God, give me a sign, give me a sign, give me a sign. You know, I'm asking you to do all these things. Can you give me a sign that you're doing them pretty much? And if God would have told me 5 years ago, like if God would tell you 5 years ago, I'm going to give you what you want, but I'm going to take you through high waters. I'm going to take you through hell and back. I'm going to take you through all that just to test your faith. But I'm going to get you where you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get you where you're going. But I'm going to take you through all of this. You're not going to want to do that? Would you? I'm just being honest. Would you? Like, you're not going to want to do that. Like, if God told you what you had to go through to get through, if God told you what you had to go through to get to where you're trying to go, if God told you what it was going to take for you to really get there, you wouldn't want to do it. You would probably stop praying for it. But because faith is the substance, listen, when we get there, we'll be so much more grateful for the journey than if God told us in advance. If God told you it's going to take you 15 years to be successful or to be that millionaire, you'll be like, I'm good. I'm straight. Because you thought you were going to be a millionaire next year. But since you ain't do it, since God told you it wasn't going to be next year, it's going to be in 15 years, you'll be like, I'm good. I ain't going to do it. But when you faith it till you make it, when you faith it, when you walk on faith, when you leap out on faith, when you really believe God for real, the journey does not matter as much no more, because you're going to want to do whatever it takes to get there. You're going to go back to that whatever it takes mindset. Whatever it takes me to be successful, I'm going to do that. Whatever it takes for me to get to where I'm trying to get, I'm going to do that. So be encouraged. It's no rush. Success, there's no rush. There's no race. Like, for when I hit my first 6 figures, I was like, dang, I hit 6 figures. I don't care what nobody say. 100K is a lot of money when you're doing it on your own. That's more than I ever made in corporate America. When I hit my second 6 figures, I'm like, whoa. That's 50K from $250,000. When I hit $250,000, I was like, oh God. I've only had the millionaire table since 2019, but I didn't do anything with it until I quit my job back in May of 2020. So I quit my job May 21st, 2020. And to be where I am today, it's amazing. I'm grateful, I'm happy, I'm excited because I'm accomplished. And I haven't even accomplished what I'm trying to accomplish. I haven't even gotten where God is going to take me. This is not it for me. So I'm going to be successful because I asked God to do it and I'm doing what I need to do. When it comes down to success, it's like, you know what? I'm going to succeed because I got God on my side and I'm doing my part. I ain't just manifesting out loud and not doing what I need to do. I'm doing exactly what I need to do. I'm asking God for more than money. I'm asking God for more than friends. I'm asking God for more than plugs. I'm asking God for things like peace. Help me to do what I need to do. Help me to do my part. Help me to get out the way so you can do your part too. Because sometimes we be so caught up in doing our part that we try to help God do his part. It don't work like that. But I want you to be encouraged. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And I'm going to come back with some more videos for y'all. Have a great one.
Since the first of the year, I've been knocking off my goals and I got a jig